Alright, welcome to my late night edition of unboxing. Got myself a new game. It's been out for a bit, but I actually prefer this more than my Villages of Valeria. I've got plenty of games where the primary mechanic is one person do one thing and everyone gets to follow. So I think a better iteration of it would be Roll for the Galaxy, or even Tiny Epic Galaxies. But I think Roll for the Galaxy is much better. It's faster, more streamlined. Faster is the key because that kind of thing can kind of drag on. I think, at least in my experience, it has. So, with that said, the game I got is Valarian Card Kingdoms, and this is like, if you're not familiar with it, and hopefully you're familiar with the other game, Machikoro. It's like Machikoro, but with where, at least I don't think so, that the it's dice, it's cards, it's randomness, but I think you have a little bit more control over the chaos of the randomness. I think Machikoro is a great introductory game of that sort, and this Valarian Card Kingdoms came after Machikoro, so if it didn't improve on that mechanic, then the designers weren't paying attention, but it did improve on it, I think. It gave variety to the game in the way that common deck builders do. You have a shared pool of cards to choose from. Everyone has the same goal, but they'll take different paths to get there. Take the box top off. Oh, here. Let me put the box top back on. So I want to show you the back of it. So I came across this game because a buddy of mine moved and he had an extra copy. This is when you go nuts. Here, look at it. This is what happens when you go nuts with Kickstarter backing and things and wanting to get everything, every little part. And it even plays single player, which Machikoro does not, as far as I know. I don't own it. My brother owns it. It's fun. It's quick, but like I said, Valarian Card Kingdoms, it fixes a lot of maybe, I don't know. It fixes a lot of the things, but it fixes enough things about Machikoro that intrigue me. So, anyways, so my buddy he's moving. He's flying out tomorrow, and as a matter of fact, or today I guess it's 1 a.m. Focus. There. Anyways, he's flying out, and so he went nuts, backing everything, and then getting the. Now, why won't my thing autofocus? There we go. There we go. Alright, so he backed, I think he backed Villages of Valeria, and he ordered everything else that was offered in it, or for it, and Valarian Card Kingdoms came first, and so he ordered a copy and didn't realize he already had it, or he had it coming, or some confusion. So here's how the game comes. I always started opening it while I was talking, so it's gonna look a little off. But so the game comes, manuals on top, and then all the tokens are in their own separate bags within a larger bag, and you have these little cubbies where all the minis, where all the tokens can go, and with foam. Includes foam to go on top, which is I think is awesome. More people should be, more designers should be more thoughtful about how their inserts are designed and what comes with them. And I don't know, Villages of Valeria, I know it's just all cards and stuff and a couple tokens, but they could have been smarter about the packaging. I think they went with a reduced sized package, and I don't know. It was smart, but I think it still could have been better. So we have different tokens. We have, I think these are victory points. Money. So Villages of Valeria is all cards, and they went with cardboard token. No, they had wood money, but they're smaller. These are nice big discs. They're a little bit hard to pick up, I think. I don't have big hands, but so, and they're still kind of hard for me to pick up. This is Magic, and these are, these are like, what are they? Fight, attack stuff. They're military or something. I forget, but they're resources. So Magic. Red shields. I'm sorry, I don't know what they are. Coins and victory points. So we have that. We have multipliers. So when those tokens, because you know they're limited, and if you're playing 5 people, you might get to a point where you're actually running out of bits. So there are multipliers here, times 10 on one side, times 5 on the other side, and then you have resting and first player. I forget now. It's been a while since I played this, so I'm still looking at this blind as usual. I played other people's copies. Again, this is between my brother and I. This is our first copy of this game. I offered it to my brother actually, and he didn't really. He has Machikoro, and he's still. I don't know why he has to keep on quoting Tom Bassel, but. I don't know. He does, but the games that I enjoy that Tom Bassel really loves, like Arch and the Consortium, he doesn't really care for. Yet he insists that Tom Bassel didn't like this game so much, so he wasn't excited about adding it to his collection, even though I was just going to give it to him. So it's part of my collection now. Advertisement. These are creatures that you can fight. So I guess those red shields are like attack power. Kobolds require 1 magic and 5 attack to defeat. And they net you 2 gold and the magic, and 3 victory points. And then I don't know, that's telling of the set it comes from, I think, or something. You have monsters. More monsters, and these are. Well, that's a location. So, this is the cost or the prerequisite to earn this. You need 2 warriors, I think, or soldiers to get that. You have citizens you can add, and it looks like there are different kinds of cards. So. I mean, that's a soldier, right? They can count citizens, and they activate when you roll a 4. So, you're rolling the dice, which are, extra bags. And you're rolling the dice. These are just standard D6 dice, but nice. They're large, they're marbly. They feel good. Kind of like the Seasons dice, but less, well, those are nice big chunky dice. These are big chunky dice too, not as big as those. I don't think, but almost. But they feel good in the hand, they fill up your hand, and they're nice, a nice weight, nice to roll. Yep. So anyways, every person's turn, you roll a pair of dice. Each one counts individually, 1, 5, and then added together 6. To activate the different cards in your tableau. So, which is what Machikoro does. But this is just thematically, I think it's a little better. Well, I don't know. Thematically, it's about the same. But, I mean, you have domains, you have locations, more people, locations, citizens, I guess that includes soldiers. You have monsters, and you'll have special locations, additional places where you can activate, or give you money, or victory points and whatnot. So, and then it comes with dividers. With dividers and giant foam blocks, more foam into the box, which is awesome. I have some extra ones. I don't know where I put them. I think I stuck them in another game box I wasn't using. But see, there's what goes here, because we have actually these were here, which has room for a third one. I hope it's not missing anything. It was still wrapped in plastic, so I would say that these would go here. Maybe there's another game that goes here, and I don't know about it. So let's see. Yeah. Oh, I guess we get to see what kind of cards there are. So these are nice dividers. They feel like they're plastic, or maybe they're just glossy. But see, for the really detail-oriented people, I want to say another word, but try to keep it family friendly. We'll just keep it detail-oriented, or maybe detail-obsessed people. How about that? So dividers, double-sided. Clerics, monks, and it even show you what symbols they are and what numbers will activate them. Blacksmith, merchant, mercenary, alchemist. So you can see there's tons of different citizens, and you're not going to play with all of them all at once, but you'll be using quite a bit of them to build up your card kingdoms, right? And then you have the locations: hills, ruins, barrens, forest, valley, swamp. Domains, I think these are the special locations. They're like in Dominion, they are like the victory points, the duchies. But those locations you buy for the victory points, I think. I mean, they're like them. They're special ones though. Exhausted, I think that's a discard pile. Dukes. These are the starting characters. So like in Machikoro, everyone starts the same. I think with the expansion, you start out a little bit different. But here, this game came out before the Machikoro expansion, I believe. And so Dukes make sure that everyone starts out a little bit different than the same basic thing. Reference cards. Starter peasant. Oh no, that's what gives you. So I think Dukes are they're like the domains. They're special people that give you additional abilities, additional activations, and points. Starter knight. So you get starter knight, starter peasants, which are like everyone starts out with those. Starter knight is like they're slightly different. Those are the things that are slightly different. And then reference cards are the starter, or not starter, the player reference cards. So people don't have to keep on asking for the book to look at. So yeah, you have a divider for everything. So well thought out. And of course, I have tons of penny sleeves, and I will be spending tonight while I continue. I'm doing a Attack on Titan marathon, so I'll be watching those episodes. I'm like 2/3 of the way through season 1, and I know season 2. That's why I started watching it. It was because the creators decided to continue with it, and so when I get to the end of season 1, there'll still be a little bit more to watch while I wait for my other shows to catch up. And then yeah, so I have this. I don't think I'll need the bags because I think the inserts do just fine. My friends got it, and I mean, these just seem fine. And then of course these tokens can all go in here if they need to. But then what else are you gonna put in here, right? Or maybe these can stay in here, and then when we play, we can just stick them in here and then play out of the tray. I'm not exactly sure. And this is probably room for more expansions, who knows. I know there's an expansion for this, at least one. And there are two, yeah, there's 4 of those, so one for each thing. Anyways, that's Valarian Card Kingdoms, and I'm excited to get this all decked out and sleeved. I know I use penny sleeves, but it's still gonna be nice, because then we just had International Tabletop Gaming Day at my brother's house, and my nephew, 6-year-old little boy, eating, touching his face, and touching everything. So penny sleeves will do the job, right? Okay, that's my late night edition. 15 minutes, just 16 minutes. Again, if you have any questions, I make these videos for, for my friends to see, and most of them have already seen what's inside the box anyways. This is just really for my own personal benefit, but those my new friends, and those who just have questions, they want to talk about it, PM me, give me a call. You know how to contact me already. And we'll meet up at the coffee shop and we'll play a few games. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.